So this is another kind of a story video. This is more about my coffee table that I made. This was about my fourth project in the woodworking business industry. Whatever I was doing. This was my fourth project. And to do this project, I needed my grandpa's help. That's because this project I decided to do a biscuit joint, which, was pretty new to me and gonna be a little bit tougher. And this was kind of spalted poplar, and I had to do lots of this at my grandpa's shop because he had a planer at the time. I didn't, and he also just had stuff like the biscuit joiner and pipe clamps. I never had any clamps or anything. But yeah, it did go a little bit rocky, but we were able to get it done. And then I just made a super simple base with a shelf, but I will never build a shelf like that again because that was super hard to paint. That was the worst design ever, all those little slats. Now, plywood looks just as good, almost. I mean, I do kind of get that it does look a little bit better with the slats because just the gaps, but it is just worth it just to paint it with the plywood. But anyway, so that was it done. I did the topping of the epoxy and it was kind of spalted, so it looked pretty decent. It was a decent epoxy job as well. Now, when it was time to list this thing, I went a little too extreme on that for the price, especially. See, when I first sold my bench, I got $240 for that. I was so surprised. I was like, "Whoa, there's a real market here, and people must seem to really like my stuff." And I had no problem selling that bench for $240. So I'm going to price this thing really high, and I thought for sure I was going to get that price. Well, I priced this coffee table out. It was about 3 feet long by about 20 inches wide. But I listed it on Facebook Marketplace for $320. Yeah, I got no offers at all. Except one person reached out, but that turned into a side table order, not necessarily selling the coffee table. Anyways, another couple weeks go by, I dropped the price to $250. Still no offers. But then I did have somebody wanting to come take a look at it. See, when the person came to look at it, they actually offered me $200 for it, which I was like, "Oh yeah, all right, that's fine." I mean, I was a little bit down, but then after thinking about it, I was like, $200 is still a very reasonable price because I worked out the hours and the cost. In total hours to build that took me about 6 to 7 hours, and the total cost was only about maybe $30. I'm not even joking. That was the total cost. So 170 divided by 7, I mean, is still like that's what? That's still about $25 an hour. That's really good. $24 an hour. For my age at that time too, I had very little experience. Now you think about it, like, wow, that was actually a pretty good price and pretty good profit margins. So, just telling you guys, sometimes things, are actually you make a little bit more than you think off some things, and even though you think that they're priced a little low. But yeah, in the end, it all worked out, and I made some nice cash to continue on my business. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.